Okay, so real quick, it's been a minute. Things have been busy on my side. I know I haven't made any videos lately, and that's primarily for the fact that I've been starting up a hedge fund. We're in about 2 months into it now. We're a dedicated team of veterans, combat veterans, law enforcement. We just thought that maybe all the times that I've been asked if I can handle people's money, I wanted to help people. So I got into the business of the hedge fund world. We opened it up and here we are. So I'm making this video primarily for the retail traders to get a better understanding of how to trade better. Myself, I'm a quant trader. I do trade based off technical analysis. When I was into the stock market and that realm, it was a lot of finding intrinsic value, earnings per share calculations and everything, and it was more fundamentals, and it still is more fundamentals and chart reading for the fact when over here in crypto. However, with the uncertainty, the risk that's involved with crypto right now, with the not so many regulations, but we know it's coming, it's just a way for me to keep the risk out, and that is getting in and out and more liquidity. So with that being said, none of this is financial advice. This is my chart reading, and this is how I do it. It's not telling you how to trade. How I trade may be different than how you guys trade, and my performance is going to be different based off several years of doing this. But I do want to hopefully help you expand your mindset when it comes to trading and how to set yourself up more successfully when you do that. So I am using a 1 minute chart, 1 hourly chart to start off with to see where the market is for now. I am using the Heikin-Ashi candle setup. I've done away with regular candlesticks. I used to color them bright greens, bright reds, but I found Heikin-Ashi actually shows you a little bit better in the trend reading and see the ultimate direction of the trend. And I'm going to go over a couple more things when looking at the charts and helping you to pick whether or not you're in a bear market, whether you should take short trades or long trades given certain variables. One of the golden rules is anything over the 200 EMA or MA is moving average, you're going to be in bull longs only. And then if you're underneath the moving average, you're going to be shorting positions only. And when I say short, I don't mean the common hedge fund shorting. I mean, as a retailer and a trader on that perspective, you're going to be shorting very quick and not the long term, because there is that unlimited risk exposure to the market. So anyways, I'm going to go over a couple things. We are using my customized Ichimoku cloud with certain settings that I used to sell or give out, but now since it's a little bit different realm in what I do, pretty much those who have it got lucky, and I'm no longer giving that out just for obvious reasons. But anyways, anytime I look at whether or not I want to get into a position, I scan for certain coins. Right now, I'm in a MATIC position, trying to work that. But I looked at the 1 hourly and a 4 hourly to give me an understanding of where the trend was going. We saw a huge breakout coming right around September 7th, and that was because of what's called the lagging span line. It within the Ichimoku cloud broke out of the bear trend, crossed into and out of the bear trend, and started becoming bullish. The next thing I start looking at is whether or not we'll actually get away and up out of the resistance cloud, which was right here. We saw that this was bearish or resistance, and now we're getting into support, and now we're kind of starting to test the bullish cloud and figuring out where we're going to go from there. But what I saw was the Chiku span, or not the Chiku span, the lagging span line getting up out of the trend, and that's where I started really paying attention. And then right around, I can't remember the exact moment, I think it was right around here, I went ahead and got in. I seen the lagging span line out and away from the trend, and it was starting to be a bull. And that's exactly what happened. Now, this morning I woke up, I didn't catch to get out, but I am staking, I am working doing a couple things with MATIC to be able to provide liquidity and staking on that perspective. So I am still in it. It did take a crap dive here, but we also know what's going on. If we take a look, we go into the research and we're going to start looking at news just by literally Google and type in MATIC and see what's going on. There was a huge Bitcoin drop due to certain reasons, but we knew it was evident coming into this Ethereum merge. Volatility was going to spike and then it might drop. The Fed's doing what they're doing on that side of things. So with Polygon and aka MATIC, we're just going to go in and start researching articles to see what's going on. But we know by the MATIC network, right now it is scalable. They are working diligently with certain projects, and they're a very strong coin in my perspective. Again, a disclaimer, it's not financial advice. What I see, I like MATIC and what they have to offer. There's several other things you can look at when it comes to trading, is making sure there's no bad news. Every retail trader and hedge fund manager and whatever will sometimes often trade off bad news and good news and get those spikes and the manipulation of it. But anyways, that's just one perspective of looking what's going on with MATIC, why the drop, and obviously a lot of these coins are trending with Bitcoin. Whatever Bitcoin does, you're going to see it all across the market. And I'm not a fan of that, but it is what it is until you see that breakaway from other coins. So we go back to the chart. Again, I bring up the Ichimoku cloud. We could take a look at a couple things. I'm using Algo Pro. I'm not affiliated with them. I just bought their algo to try to test on the hedge fund side and the institutional side to see how accurate it is. And I use it for confirmation. I'm not using it directly for my entry positions. I usually use the Ichimoku cloud. But anyways, we can go in and take a look at the algo trend support and resistance barriers. And we see there that each time it dropped, it just became the next level of resistance there. So we do have to start getting up through this cloud to see another climb and bull market again. It's going to be based off what Bitcoin does, but you start seeing the liquidity positions, the limit orders where they start coming in into these certain sections, and that's usually where institutions have those limit to buys, have those limit to sells set at, and that's why you're going to see huge spikes in the volume. If you look at Algo Pro volume, support and resistance, it's almost around those same spots. You see all these order areas coming in. The 4 hourly, you're going to see the same thing. There's one right here. There's one up here, and it's pretty close. And then down here in this area. So I'm always watching that area, those areas of support and resistance, to see when the potential reversals or liquidity will start really piling in for huge amounts of spikes in volume. And as you can see, it went from here up to here. It retraced just like the lines or the areas had given, and then it broke through again on up to the next area, and then it's doing the same thing, breaking back down to the previous, and so on and so on. So as I say, I'm not affiliated with Algo. I'm not reselling them or anything like that. I bought it for personal use and for our hedge fund, and just wanted to test it out. And so far, it's pretty accurate. I mean, right here is a support line. Whether or not this candle closes and moves on to the next, then that will become a possible resistance area and not a support area. We're going to turn this off, and I'm going to show you a couple of other things that the algo has. I'm not going to get into back testing. It does show a great performance. It shows about 96.61 percent profitable. It shows a max drawdown only at $698, and then an average trade based on a 4 hourly is 134. And then as you can see, the net profit off of I just got to set to 10,000 is 7,900. So it is a good algorithm to try to possibly use for a 4 hourly and using Algo Pro Scalper Bot. I haven't set the Scalper Bot up to work automatically. I am testing it manually to kind of see if I can zone in and get this thing, perfect world 100%. But we are testing that. That is in the works. But anyways, that's pretty much it, what I'm seeing in the market today. We definitely have a huge drop depending on what the Fed does, the regulators, or any regulation coming into the market. It's just going to be a waiting game. We got 4 hour bar looking red, daily, I mean, daily doesn't really look that bad because you went from 94 down to 85, and it's really just a neutral candle. I mean, it's a little bit bearish, but not too bad. We do see the lagging span trying to test this. We had the bull market come in. We bounced off the resistance, and this is why I use the Ichimoku cloud and the indicator, because it is a good support and resistance barrier. You can see it literally dropped off the line of resistance here and fell back down. We're pretty much treading the cloud here, and it's not going all the way down to this last area. It is kind of just playing with the trend here, and it's kind of neutral. So we're waiting to see if we break out of this daily cloud, and then I'm just going to start backing up. I mean, the 4-hourly looked really good when it did break out of the cloud. That's what I used to tell my students that when I had the mentor and course and day trading and swing trading, is watching the 4-hourly candles and also the lagging span line. Is when it breaks through the trend, you've got a good pivotal reversal there for a good long trade. So anyways, again, that's it for this video. I just wanted to go over the market today, and especially MATIC. We can quickly look at Bitcoin, USD, and it's going to be the same. I mean, literally the same bull run and now a sell-off. Again, we have to have a reversal here to break up through this cloud. We do see the bullish cloud coming. Whether or not that's going to stick and break through, it's really hard to tell given certain variables and outside the control of the market. I think with the federal governments and what they're doing with crypto, hopefully there can be some confidence that builds up and gets this thing to start becoming a long run again. So anyways, as always, reach out if you ever need anything. Make a comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.